Hey, what's up? Welcome again to the No Matter What podcast. I'm your host, Jason Hyland, and today we're going to discuss something that really hit me this morning, actually, and I wrote a little bit about it on social media, posted about it, and that's the topic of discipline and, why it's so crucial to not only our recovery, but our overall success in life. And really, to just get right into it, I'm training for the marathon. I'm running the Boston Marathon. It's my first time ever. And being an athlete my whole life, you think maybe I could run, but that was like the last thing I could possibly do. I've had severe asthma since I was 3. Still take multiple medication for it. And so, running this marathon is a very, very tough thing for me to do. I've never ran more than 3 miles up to this point, and that was in college when we returned early for spring training for baseball. So it's been quite a while, and I started running in December, and I knew that I would need to develop discipline in order to do so. And it brought me back to when I wrote Stop Thinking Like That. I needed to have discipline every single day, no matter what was going on or how I was feeling, in order to get that done while I was living in, the recovery program in rehab. And, I was missing that for quite a while once I returned home and, just to the everyday living back in my own place and, getting complacent a little bit. So when I was asked to run the marathon, I was stoked, absolutely, because I knew I needed discipline again in my life in order to get me closer to where I'm trying to go. Where am I trying to go? To the top. To the top of what? Whatever I want to do, because that's what's possible. We all have that possibility. It's up to us in order to go after that. So the discipline I needed to write this book, similar now to the discipline I need to run 26.2 miles on April 15th to complete the Boston Marathon. And it's been about 2.5 months since I started training, not 2 months or so, and I'm not where I want to be. I might be where I need to be according to the regiment, but I'm not even close to where I want to be. And I haven't really run outside at all, again, because of my asthma, and I didn't take advantage of the nice winter that we had up until the past couple weeks, and it's just going to get much, much colder. A lot of snow tonight, and so I need to just get in the gym and run, and run, and run. My girlfriend had a great idea. She wakes up at 4:30 every morning to get ready for work. She has to be there by 6, and it's about 35 minutes away. So she challenged me. She challenged me to wake up the same time as her for a week. And I'm a very competitive person, obviously, if I'm running a marathon when I haven't run ever. And it's just in me. My competitive nature said, okay, I'm going to do this. And I started last Thursday, 4:30, was in the gym by maybe 4:50. Then Friday, the weekend we slept in a little bit because it's the only time we get to really enjoy the moment. And so every day this week, 4:30, into the gym by 5 o'clock at the latest. 4:30. What I've realized is the discipline that's necessary to be productive. If we are disciplined, we can be productive. They go hand in hand. Even if I was disciplined to get up 5:30 every day, if I did it every single day, I'm going to get better at whatever it is I'm trying to do, whatever I'm doing every single day. And, to develop that at 4:30 is early. There's no way around that. But I knew, and I know it, that's what I need to do. I need to get up earlier so I can get that running in the morning, because I'm a gym guy at night, and you don't run a marathon at night. I'm going to be taking off about 10:30 or so. So I need to get used to running in the morning. by waking up early, I'm going to start eating breakfast every day rather than, a yogurt and granola on the run, because I'm going to have all this extra time and all this extra energy. For any of you who are people who work out, the endorphins that we release after a workout, during a workout, is just, the natural high is unbelievable. I realized that early in my recovery, when I started working out pretty aggressively again, that, I would leave the gym at like 10 o'clock at night just full of energy. And I would tell Carrie every single time if I missed days, I'm like, why did I miss a day? I feel so good after I work out. And it's true. The natural hormones that we release, the endorphin, it makes us feel better. And by finishing a workout in the morning, I have all this extra energy. So I'm cooking a nice breakfast, 4 eggs every day now. And again, it's been a week. It's not like it's, been this long-term thing. But I can tell you right now, I'm going to be part of the 4:30 a.m. club moving forward. There's no doubt about it. And in order to do so, I have to have that discipline. The discipline to get up every single morning, no matter what, when the alarm clock goes off, which my alarm is Alexa motivational speech, and there's only one option. So I highly suggest it. It'll get you up and going, let it play out. It's like maybe 5 minutes or so. And I'm big into motivational YouTube videos, and that's what it is. But obviously not a video, it's the audio. And I just get up and go, rather than sit in bed and wait till it finishes and then fall back asleep. And next thing you know, I'm getting up at 7:30, 8, rushing around, trying to get into Boston by 9, 8:30, whatever the case. It's just a cluster. By getting up at 4:30, get into the gym by 5, work out till 6 or whatever. If I'm running, it'll be a lot longer. Today I worked out 4:55 to 6:45, ran for 65 minutes, and then I did some core work afterwards. And longest I've probably spent in the gym in years. I'm not a guy who likes to spend a lot of time in there because I know what to do, and I don't need to waste time in there. I know how to benefit, get the most out of a short amount of time from working out. But it felt so good, I just kept going. And running is one thing you can't just rush, There's no real getting away around that one. And so I get home, I make those 4 eggs because I have energy. I don't want to go back to bed. I want to, eat and get more stuff done before I have to get ready. And the productivity, like I said, has been incredible. By eating breakfast now every morning, it's very important part of training. First of all, I've lost like 17 pounds. It's ridiculous. I hate how skinny I am, and my mom keeps telling me you gotta gain weight. I'm like, I just can't because I'm running every single day now. So I need to eat more and more and more. My calorie uptake needs to intake needs to uptake real quick, and I'm getting that every single morning now. Now I'm increasing however much 4 eggs may be, plus my protein shake right when I'm leaving there. I bring it with me and I'll have it when I leave. I'm having more by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning than I am by about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I'm also getting a lot done. I get home after I eat, I hop on the computer and do any follow-up emails and any social media posts I need to get out there. It's all discipline. And like anything else that we do, the more we do it, it eventually becomes a habit. And then we don't think about it anymore. And I feel a lot like when in early recovery, where I just had to do the same thing every single day. The same thing, but just a little bit more of what I was doing, a little bit better, so that I get further and further away from the nightmare. I gain more and more confidence that I'm going to be okay, I'm going to be all right. And, I see that in people that I work with, friends that are in recovery. The more we do to get away from the problem, the better off we're going to be. But the thing about discipline now is the monotony of the daily grind. You're doing the same thing pretty much every single day, getting a little bit better, a little bit better. Remember, if you've listened to past podcasts, my goal every day, to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And in doing so, I'm getting that much closer to, right now, my goal, run the marathon. Complete the marathon. Cross Boylston Street, 26.2. That's the goal. So I'm working every single day, doing the same thing, though, every day, for those 4 hours on April 15th. That's the discipline part that so many people can't do. It's because they get sick and tired, literally tired and bored of doing the same thing every day, that they end up quitting before they can see the outcome. In recovery, you hear a lot, don't quit before the miracle happens, or people quit right before it happens. It's like that in anything in life. If we keep doing something, if we don't start seeing results, we want that short-term fix, and if we don't get it, then we stop doing it. Even though we're right there, we're right there, but we just don't want to put in any more work. We're sick of overcoming the obstacles. We're just like, I don't care anymore. But if we really want that thing, then we should be willing to do everything we can on a daily basis to get closer and closer, even if it is the same thing, if it's just running every single day. But by running every single day, it's not the insanity effect of getting the same results. Obviously, my body's getting more accustomed to running. My breathing, my confidence. And then that trickles into my daily productivity. Being able to produce more podcasts, write more blogs. I write for Sober Nation. I should be getting 1 blog out a week at least. These things start happening more that I start having that discipline that I've developed, stemming back to waking up at 4:30 in the morning. And I just need to continue that. I need to remember that, okay, it's going to be monotonous. I'm going to be busting my ass, grinding my ass. Just tears. And when I run, I sweat like a... which is weird because I don't sweat when I work out. That's what's necessary in order to achieve the goal that I'm going after. So whatever it is that you want in life, it might seem wicked far away, but each day you can get that much closer. You're going to challenge yourself. What can you do every single day to get that much closer to the goal? And that goal can be anything. It could be a week sober. It could be to write a short story. It could be to lose a certain amount of weight. It could be just to get into the gym every day. It could be to increase your positive affirmations, which is a huge one for me, and I think for anyone who's in recovery, because our confidence is so low. Every single day, start telling yourself, I am blessed. I am grateful. I am awesome. I am. There's so many things that you're incredible at that you don't give yourself credit for, because too many people have been told you over and over and over again that you're not. Well, the only person that matters is you. So for me, doing the same thing every day, and people are, friends, family, like, what do you're not seeing any results, and that's in regards to like building my brand, building me, building this I don't want to say this business, but building this movement, the No Matter What movement, the motivational recovery, really just pushing that further and further out there. But that's okay, because I see it's building up every day, because I'm putting that discipline is helping me get a little bit better, network a little bit more, expand my knowledge, my education a little bit more, write a little more, speak a little bit more. And I see the big picture. I see the results right here. I know what the outcome is. That's why I'm willing to have the discipline to do the same thing every day, and then just increase until I get, to where I want to go, and then it just keeps going. Never satisfied. Get to where I want to go, get to the goal, and then make a bigger goal. It's like when you get to the mountaintop, you're like, all right, give yourself a pat on the back. Always, when you achieve something, it's okay to say good job. Good job for achieving that. It's something probably no one else thought you could do, something that at the very least you probably didn't think you could do. So when we do achieve any successes, it's okay to give ourselves a pat on the back. But then don't get complacent like I did after I, wrote a book, became a bestseller, and I just kind of just laxed on everything. You got to keep going. Take that momentum, keep going. You're at the top, okay? Take a couple deep breaths, celebrate, you earned it, but then look up and there's another peak, and you got to keep going up and keep going up and keep going up. And that's how we get better every single day. There will be some days where we just don't feel good. It's natural, but there's always something we can do to get better in some aspect. And by the way, these Rockstar Endurances are fuego if you're into energy drinks. We can always get better in something every single day. It might not be towards the overall goal, but it can be towards something to better ourselves. And the better we develop ourselves, the better we are for the people around us. That's what I always say in recovery. It's, focusing on yourself in recovery to get better is the most selfless act one can partake in, because by you taking all that time and devoting all that time so you can get better on the inside, to build your confidence, to, get the mindset, a positive mindset moving forward, that's going to wear off on those around you. People are going to see that, the results. They're going to say, oh, if he can, I can. If she did it, why can't I? That's how I looked at it. And that's how everyone should, because there is no one who's better than the other. It's just the amount of work that they're willing to put in to get to where they're trying to go. That's what I realized. I could achieve anything I wanted to amidst all the haters. And a great quote that I heard about haters is, haters don't really hate you. Haters hate themselves for not doing what you're doing, for not having the guts to go after what they're always wanted. So haters, they might be haters, they're really just envious. They're jealous of where you are and what you've achieved, because they hate themselves because they don't have it in them to go after and do it. So think about that next time someone's calling you out or saying, you can't. That's because they can't. The only way and how that you can is if you put that on yourself. And what we need to do is, and let's go back to that, doing the discipline to do it every single day. If you're not there, don't say, oh, I just can't do it, and give up, because you keep going and good things are going to happen no matter what. You might not get to the goal that you wanted. It might veer off to a different path, but you're you're getting better. You're getting healthier. You're getting, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You're bettering yourself every day. And that's the key, is just keep doing whatever you need to increase productivity in any aspect of your life. And it starts by our morning routine, having the discipline to get up. And I'm not saying everyone has to get up at 4:30 in the morning, but just getting up and having a plan of attack. Getting up when that alarm clock rings. When that thing starts buzzing or starts playing a tune, whatever it is that you have, just get up. Just sit up, first of all, and do it within the first 5-10 seconds, or you're going to end up, I'm too comfortable. And that's when we start making excuses. And you can go listen to the excuse podcast from a couple weeks ago, and we know that's going to, just hold us back from everything. Just get up, sit up. All right. Tell yourself, today's going to be a great day. It's a good day to have a great day. Sounds silly, just do it. Get your mind going in the right, in the right state of mind right from the get-go. Put those positive thoughts into it. Tell yourself you're going to have a good day. Write a gratitude list. I'm grateful for, reminding yourself all that you already do have in life, not focusing on all that you don't. And then get up and go attack the day. It takes discipline. Discipline, to me, is the monotonous grind to get to the ultimate outcome. And that's habitual, and that's the great thing about it. We keep doing it, it just becomes habit, and then we can, form discipline in something else, and so forth and so forth. And I promise you, you'll get better in whatever you're going after. You'll get closer to whatever you want. Whether, again, we can name a million different things. If it's just to get through the day clean and sober, absolutely, then it's a must to wake up and say, today's going to be a great day. Today I'm going to fill in the blank, get this done. Today I'm going to write this. Today I'm going to go to this meeting and network with this. Today I'm going to XYZ, I am an amazing person. I am a survivor. I am a recovery warrior. I am able to overcome anything. Tell yourself that. I am. And you're blessed. If you're just watching this, you're blessed. And if you're just watching this, you're trying to get better. That's discipline. Even if I have nothing good to say, you're still investing your time to try to get something out of this podcast. Or to hate on me, which haters gonna hate, and I'm starting to get trolls, which I really, really thought was a cool thing. You know, I was told, and I watch a lot of Gary Vee, when you start getting haters, that means, you're starting to gain some success, and you're starting to garner, a name for yourself. It's like when I wrote the book, if I get any reviews, 0 stars or 5 stars, good, bad, or indifferent, that's given me notoriety. That's given me a name. That's given, stop thinking like that, a name for self. So I didn't care if it was all 5 stars, which it happens to be. I'm blessed about that. Or if there was some bad ones in there. There was one in Europe, but that I was grateful for that, because I saw how others, took the book and what I need to change for my writing moving forward. And so this hater, and this is the sad part, it's from someone in recovery who's trying to make a difference and is a so-called expert. I didn't know there was experts in recovery. I don't believe there is, because if there was experts, then everyone would be able to get clean and sober and have a successful journey in recovery. So I don't believe in that. I think we can always learn. That's a fact. We are never experts in anything. We can always continuously learn, because things are evolving. Things are changing every single day, especially in the addiction, substance abuse, recovery, mental health fields, that there's never a stopping point, like, oh, you can only learn so much. So the individual reaches out to me, calling me, saying, who am I to say I'm an expert? And whenever I work with someone, whenever I'm speaking to a group, I always say 3 things right off the bat. 1, I do not have all the answers. 2, I am far from perfect. And 3, but I do know how to stay clean and sober for one day at a time. So nowhere in there am I saying I'm an expert. I'm saying I completely have no clue. There's so much that's going to be thrown at me, but I can help you stay sober for today. And the response was, well, for someone to be writing books about recovery, speaking on the topic of resiliency, which, by the way, I was chosen by the curation team of TED, Boston College. Yes, I'm doing a TED Talk. So they're wrong, and this person's right. That they're wrong for choosing me, because the whole thing goes down because I only have 2 years sober, which I don't even have 2 years, buddy. I have, 19 months. But why call out someone who's in recovery trying to make a difference? I know I'm making a difference. I know I'm helping a lot of people. That I have factual proof on that. But I don't need, all I care about is, helping one person a day. If it's just something that they get from this podcast or something that I write. I have people reach out to me from all over the country all the time saying thank you for this or that, and just, wanting to talk. So I know what I'm doing already is making a difference. I don't need to prove myself to anyone. I'm happy. I'm in a great place. And I was just shocked because it was coming from someone in recovery who's trying to help others. And so, and the other part was, promoting that I'm a recovery coach. According to the state of Massachusetts, I'm a certified recovery coach. And in 2 weeks, I'll become a certified peer specialist. I don't need to promote that. I am that. This happened today. That's why I'm kind of a little fired up about it. I didn't respond. I took the high road, which goes to my blog. If you haven't seen it, go on Sober Nation, or on my website, jason-hyland.com. I just wrote a blog that was published yesterday on the sobernation.com website. It's on reacting versus responding, and practicing mindfulness so that we respond versus react. Because today, initially, I wanted to react right away and send, but I, composed myself, got in the moment, practiced mindfulness, and did not respond. And that's the right way about it. I just think, it doesn't bother me. Honestly, I laughed about it because my mom's like, sorry for that. I'm like, Mom, this is a great thing. This is a good sign. This means I'm making it further. I'm making a name for myself. Again, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm getting the word out there. And people are starting to, get curious. Who is this kid who has 18 months sober and he's making a huge difference? That he has a podcast that he was signed on to do. He signed a contract to do a podcast. That he's being asked to do a TED Talk. That he's running a marathon. Who does he think he is? He wrote a book. It became a bestseller. Who does he think he is? I'm just doing me, man. That's all. I'm practicing discipline every day so I can get better. Sorry if you don't have the discipline to better yourself every day, that you are now, you know everything. My favorite thing to do in life, learn. I've mentioned that. I think I mentioned in the book. I know I said it on multiple podcasts that I've been privileged to be a guest on, because every single day I can learn new material that's going to make me better. It doesn't have to be, recovery based or personal development based or self-help. Just anything. Like, I love watching Jeopardy and, learning stuff on that. I used to watch it with my uncle all the time over at my Nana's house, who she used to live over here. May she rest in peace. And like crosswords. Carrie and I do crosswords all the time. And I love challenging myself. It goes back to how this podcast started, the 4:30 a.m. challenge, because I want to get better. I like seeing what the limits are, and there aren't any. How much can I put my body through? If I show before recovery, middle recovery, now, or from just December to now, the transformation on my body, it's incredible what the human body is capable of. And I want to test that. David Goggins is someone who I really look up to, and I love listening to his material, because he has that mentality. I'm just going to put my body through everything and see what I can get out of it. Because one, why not? I only live once. I want to see what I'm capable of. I want to see if I can run a marathon. So I'm going to wake up every single day, 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to develop discipline enough to get up and just get my ass to the gym and run. And you know what? I'm getting better in the process automatically. Automatically, I'm getting healthier. Automatically, I'm getting mentally stronger, because running is a huge, mental game too. And I'm getting better because I'm developing discipline again in my life. That is so, like I said from the beginning, it's so crucial to have successes in life, whether it's in recovery or not. Any successes that we have it's not from luck. It's from hard work. Luck is a byproduct of hard work. Hard work means you are dedicated to doing something every single day. And that's discipline. We can use all these adjectives, nouns, whatever they need to be. But if you get up every single day and do something a little bit more than you did yesterday to gain a little bit more in whatever it is you're trying to do, get a little bit better than you were yesterday, then you're going to see successes in life. And that's the gist of it. If you want to get better, ignore all the noise, wake up, get your ass up, and go do what you want to do. Invest in yourself. Listen to this podcast. Listen to other podcasts. Read. Watch Jeopardy. Do whatever it is so you can better yourself. By bettering yourself, you better those around you, and you have a better life. And that's a fact. I thank you for listening to this rant on discipline and my little side story about, haters. If you start getting haters, you're on the right path. I'll tell you that right now. You're doing the right thing. You're doing good. Keep putting the word out there. And whatever it is you're trying to do, just keep going after it. Don't give up because you're not seeing the results yet. They're coming. They're going to be there. Might not be tomorrow or next week or in a couple months or a year. They're coming, I promise you. And that whole time that you're still going after it, you're growing. You're growing exponentially. And before you know it, you're so much further than you were before you listen to this podcast. And that's the beauty of it. We always have, there's endless possibilities to how much growth we can, really achieve inside and out. So don't give up before the miracle happens. Don't give up because you're tired of doing the same thing, not seeing results. If you need to change them a little bit, obviously that means, because again, you want to do the same thing, but a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Progress, not perfection. Any progress, as little as it may be, is progress nonetheless. Don't ever forget that. Thank you for listening. Jason Hyland, the No Matter What podcast, brought to you by Motivational Recovery. Have yourself a great rest of the week, and we will talk next week. Take care.